Hello guys, I hope you're doing great. I came up with another video regarding the state. Today we are going to discuss about this, what is the state, what is the set state, what is the difference between the props and the state. So first of all, what is the state? So let me explain in my presentation. Okay, here we go. I want to show the what is the state. State and set state. Okay, like props is how it is going, like in props is hold the information, it is the passing one component to another component, but the state, it holds the information about the component. However, the kind information, how it is going to be handled in different way. And when you are going to use the state, when a component needs to keep a track of information between rendering, the component itself can create, update, and use the state. Okay. Okay, I will go to explain soon what is the create and update when you are going to use the state exactly. We will be working with a fairly simple component to see the working in action. We got the button, keeps track how many times you clicked it. Okay, I will go to give the example, proper example, guys. Then you can understand what is the state. Okay, before that, I would like to explain the what is the props, what is the state, what is the main difference. As you learned in previous video, the props are read only. Okay, that means immutable, you can't change it. Props cannot be modified. That's what I mentioned. Props are immutable. That means once you give the props, just is mutable, you can't do anything else. Props contains information sent by parent to component. All the defaults can be set and should not be changed. That's what I'm saying. This is the syntax it looks like in the props, how you are passing. State changes can be asynchronous. That means using the set state, and asynchronously you can change the data. But the data, it is only the class component. It is only working in the state. State use inside the class component. State change a value inside of the component. Yes, if you render the page, you call state to DOM update the page value. Okay, fine. Let me show the example, guys. Then is easy example. Show first. I want to show the easy example. Next, I want to show the set state easy example, and then I will go for the counter functionality. Okay, guys. Okay, fine. Let me go to. Okay, fine. Fine. Let me go to my uh, text editor, and I have to close all these things, and I have to create under components one more uh, folder called set state explanation. Explain. Otherwise explain. Okay, so here I want to do the first example, normal state, how it is going to normal state. Okay, otherwise simple state. I want to keep it the simple state. Simple state dot tsx. Okay. So here I want to import, as I said, import React from React, React from React, and then it will go to the type props. Just I'm declaring the empty props, so I don't have any props now, but I want to state, I want to declare here, like in state, I'm going to take it the state. The state is the message string. The type is the string, and then the class component here. Okay, the class component, how, what is the class component, guys? Everybody knows about that one. Class component is always declaring the react dot component, extends react dot component. So then I will state simple state, I want to keep it the simple state, the name, and uh, as I said, extends with the react dot component, react dot component. Okay, so here Constructor, yeah, I would like to talk about the constructor. Constructor is the is a special method for the React, and it is accepts the super and it accepts the state also. So here I want to declare the props. So TypeScript is going to give the error firstly, and super is going to be accept the props as well. So these props, how you are going to declare in here? Like in I want to declare props. Okay. So I don't want to here and state as well. Okay. State as well. So here I want to declare it. The props over here. Oh, sorry. I want to I want to make it like this. Props. Sorry, props. Okay. Props. And after super method, the super keyword, like in the we have the state as I discussed in this dot state. Okay, here it is going to accept the message what I declared in above. The message I want to say like this, like in we tech solutions. Okay, or welcome to state, welcome to state exam, state example. I want to keep it a small letter on here. Okay. So you know guys, like in every all the class methods we have the render method. Over here the render method. After render method we have the return, that is the JSX you are going to write down here. So in this JSX, just you know, you have a parent call over here, and then inside of that we have the curly braces, and then you can call the this dot state dot message. So we'll see guys how is going to be happen over here. Just you know, here like in export default, export default simple string. Okay, there are two ways to declare in export default. Here also you can declare the export class also. So I will tell you the in the end of the video what is the difference between this one that. And just I want to go here. I want to call the in the main root. I want to call the I want to delete everything. Over here I don't want to any classes over here. Just I want to avoid. I don't want to all these things. So over here, like it simply I will call it the simple state. Okay, it's coming up. And here like and I want to call it in h1, or otherwise I want to show you the very bigger h1 tag, and h1 tag does always be best. Okay, so I'm trying to run this one. npm start. So we'll see what's going to be happen over here. Okay, so good. Clear and cd my app, and let me try to run the npm start again. Here we go. It'll come up. First time it takes time because my PC is a little bit uh, slow, guys. So yeah, let it come. Here we go. Yep, it's all good. See here, guys. Welcome to state example. Okay, the state example is coming up. So here we done successfully the statement. Okay, then I want to show the little bit complicated, next complicated example. Okay, simple state and a little bit complicated. So let me try to add bit complicate, bit complicate state dot um, tsx. Okay, so over here I want to call it everything. I want to copy everything. I don't want to waste my time over here like in, okay, bit complicate. I want to write down bit complicate. Okay, state. Okay, so I want to call it this one in down. Okay, so as we have in previous simple state, like in we'll copy everything, like in state is the message and the state dot message and everything is coming up. So here I'm going to add in the set state, how it is going to be work out in here we can see. But set state we can't call it in straight away. We have to use the button click over here, and we'll see in the um, how it is going to, once I will click the button, it will go to be changed this welcome to state example to welcome to bit complicated state exam. Okay, so yeah, ready to do it the one. So over here I want to this one, I don't want to here like in I don't want to keep it in over here like in just I would like to call it in empty tags over here, and then here like in button. Okay, button click. In that button click, just I will keep it the change name. Okay, change name. Here button click we have an on click equal to this dot. Here see the camel case is coming up. The camel case is like in I would like to discuss about this event handling. So later we will discuss about this one as well. So this dot change name. Okay, change name. I don't want to make it any change over here, like in we know, like in I will call it this change name. We have the ES6 callback arrow function. I'm calling the arrow function over here. In this arrow function here, I want to keep it the this dot set state. Okay, before going for set state, what is the set state, why you are calling that one? Let me show the example for set state, like in the theoretically set state allows you to change a state in React class component. Yes, the change the state of a function component, you use the use state hook. Actually this use state is coming from under functional component, but in the set state and set state is class component. Now I am going to be explaining the only class component. That's the reason I am not explaining the use state. The set state is equals change to component state and tell React that his component its children need to be re-rendered with the updated state. That's correct only, right? In here, what is going to be happen? Like in a set state is going to be changed to this state every time. It is asynchronous process, but it is not executing straight away. This is the this one is the firstly is a you can take it this value to be changed to set a state. Okay, let me try to show the example, then you can understand, guys. So over here simply I will call it the arrow callback function. Inside of the callback function over here, and just I will call the message, and I want to change it the bit welcome to bit complicated. No, I will keep it the bit complicated state example. Use otherwise use bit complicated state example, sorry, state example using set state. Okay, so once I'm clicking I hope you understood. Once I'm clicking this particular change name, so automatically it will change to welcome to state example to this one. Okay, so let me try to log in over here. The message, first message I want to display over here to show guys. I want to keep it in h1 tag over here, and inside of this I want to call the this dot state dot message. Okay, so let me see how it's going to happen. I want to call it under, yep, component. So here, uh, bit complicated state. Yep. Okay, fine. I hope everything is okay. Or see here. So the message is coming up. Welcome to state example. Once I'm clicking this, um, okay. Once I'm clicking this one, it automatically what it is going to show, guys, like in a bit complicated state example using the setState. Let me click this one. See here is automatically changing. That's the asynchronous process. That is the setState is making this message to this message. That's the beauty of the setState. Okay, I want to go for the another example, the counter example. Before going to counter example, like and I want to say the warnings, why the setState warnings. So then you can understand. There are few warnings in setState, guys. There is a warning one, warning two. So every time you can't write it in, it is tempting to write this dot state dot count, this dot state dot count plus one. You don't do this one because React cannot listen to the state getting updated in this way, so your component will not re-render. Always use the set state. Okay, so be careful about this one while writing the code or any REST API functionalities calling, and very be careful, guys. If you're using the class components, set state is very dangerous. Set state warning 2. It might also tempting to write this something like this. But in this one is meaningful, but there is a little bit in difference. Although this might look reasonable, does not throw errors, and you might find examples that use the syntax online, but it is wrong because this does not take it into account asynchronous nature that a set state can use might cause errors without sync state data. That's correct. Exactly. So always is the asynchronous process. You have to use it the callback function. There is an set state. It will go to give the two parameters by default. That parameters is the previous state. Another parameter is the um, what is the prop. So you can utilize those both of them. Let me show step by step example, then you can understand, guys. Okay, fine. I will go for the counter example. Set state counter example. Let me close this one, and I have to add one more file, counter dot tsx. Okay, so the process how I want to explain one by one, and then you can understand very easily. And then let me write down the one like this. Okay, import. I don't want to waste my time. I would like to copy everything from here, guys. The counter example, or otherwise I want to write it, but some people, the beginners, they cannot understand. Okay, from React. Okay, so here, like in type, as I said, in props, I would like to declare any empty props. I want to use it anything else, but in if I want to require, then definitely I will go to use it. So state, I want to declare the count number type. That's my count, and then class um, counter state extends React dot component, and then I will call the props comma state over here. So constructor props colon, we have props. I'm calling like this, guys. In constructor is accept the super keyword. So here props, I want to enter it, and then um, like in this dot state should come over here. This state is going to take the count is initial value 0. So here the component initialize the state dot count is set 0. Okay, the I initialize the one, and then I would like to call the, before going to that, render all the classes, we have the render method. So we have the render method, and then we have the return to the JSX. Just you can return the JSX. Sorry, return over here, and it's called as a div, the parent tag, and then I want to call this count. I want to keep it the count uh, over here. Just I want to keep it the this dot. I want to set this set deep state dot count. So this is by default one. Okay, default one what is coming I want to see, and the next I want to set it little bit breaks. I will keep it, guys. Just this one is not acceptable, but be careful, guys, while using the break. But normal JavaScript, if you're using break, is okay, fine, without closing tag. But in the React, if you're not using, it is going to throw the error. Okay, be careful with the break of closing. Anything else is closing is very important, guys. So after that I want to declare the component renders. Click it 0 times, button click. I want to keep it the button click. So here I want to keep it click um times. Okay, this dot state dot count. How many times I want to show you how many times it's got click the button. And here also count times I want to keep it. Just for your clarification I'm keeping, guys. On click um, this dot update count, that's the method. So over here I want to call it the set state. That's very important. That is the set state trigger the call the render. So update call set state with the call back to the increase the counter from the previous state. Okay, what does it mean of that? Okay, fine. Yeah, this is the, as I said, in the arrow function ES6 feature. So I want to use it here, this dot set state. So here I want to keep it the simple, like in as I said, like in very simple way, always count colon, as I said, set. Okay, fine. Before going this, I want to use it the synchronous directly. Directly in the synchronous, I want to remove this piece of code. This dot state dot count equal to this dot. Okay, I want to use it the directly. What is going to happen? Okay, fine. So I want to keep it in the export over here. I want to export default default counter state. Okay, default counter state. What's going to be happen, we'll see, guys. And very soon I want to comment this piece of code. We'll see what is going to be happen. Warning one, I did it warning one. So I want to show the counter. What name I gave? Counter state, right? Okay, fine. Counter state. So okay, fine. I'm sorry. Counter state. I want to close this one, and then I want to go to browser. Okay, see here, compiler example. What compiler error? See, expected assignment or function call instead of SI expression. So you can't do it like that. That is going to give the error. That is the warning one. And the second one I want to show you, but that one is working, but technically is not correct. Okay, this dot set state. Okay, this is the callback function over here. Just I want to call the count, and then this dot state, this dot state dot count plus one. Okay, technically it should work this functionality, but you can't utilize this one in straight away. But and always, as I said, see here, always a set state method always give the two parameters. I will show you soon, guys, but and I want to show the example as well. See here, it's coming up. Once you're clicking, the increment is increasing perfectly fine. There is no issue, but you should not use this one. But I will explain in few after few videos you come to know why I'm not why I'm restricting to use this method also, this one method also. Some people are thinking about this one. Okay, fine. This one also is working, why you are going to restrict this one? Okay, fine. Yeah, I will explain you later using the timer, and then you can come to know what is the big difference. So there is another way to do it, guys. This is the perfect way. Always you have to use it this way. This dot set state. So here it is going to accept the previous state as I said, and two parameters, and props will come here, and then I'm sorry, sorry, props, and it should accept the arrow function and return. Here is the return, guys, and return, and we have the uh, count. Okay, always this is the safe side, guys. Previous state dot count plus one. Okay, it is going to work like an as is. See here, this is working perfectly fine. You should always use this way, and then that's the better way. Okay, that is the state and the set state, guys. Okay, so next video I will go to discuss about the bindings, and before wind up the video, I would like to talk about the export default, and why you want to do it in two ways. As I said, in two ways. So why you want to do it this way, and why you want it another way. So let me show you guys here. See, if I'm keeping an export over here, okay, even if I'm not keeping this one, so if I want to here say counter state, if I'm going here, I want to change it counter state. Instead of counter state, I want to keep it the counter blah 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 a b c d e f. Okay, so here if I'm calling the name, there is no restriction of the name, just I will call it. See, the application is working as is. There is no problem of the application. So even I here the name is their counter state. So what is the, if I'm keeping an export over here, okay, export over here, if I'm stopping this one, what is going to be happen? It's going to be restricted. That means you should use this name only. If you are using a different name, it is going to throw error. See here, the module not find it as no default export. That's the reason. Okay, always you have to use the um but this one is the, if you have any restrictions, if you want to do it in a different way, you can utilize this one. Okay, I hope you understand what is the difference. So here, see, it is working as expected. That's pretty much of it, guys. Yeah, have a great day. Bye bye, see you soon, and I will make another video as well. Bye bye, guys.